Victor Martinez, peak Greene would win Olympia today GI podcast. Victor Martinez compares pro bodybuilding icons and legends in their prime to today's athlete lineup. How would they fare? From the potential comeback of bodybuilding legend Lee Priest to obtaining the pump during a workout in older age. Most notably, Victor Martinez also explores how past bodybuilding icons might fare in today's competitive landscape. Evaluating past legends in today's bodybuilding arena. As the main focus of this week's episode, Victor Martinez and the GI crew engage in a deep dive analysis of how legendary bodybuilders from previous eras might perform against current athletes. The rules were simple: the names would be in comparison to the men's open division only, and they would be transported from their prime into the current 2025 lineup. Various bodybuilding icons and legends were discussed. Frank Zane. Victor Martinez believes Zane could excel in the classic physique division but might struggle in the men's open due to size disparities, potentially placing in the top 10. Flex Wheeler, the 1993 version of Wheeler, dubbed the Sultan of Symmetry, is seen as a potential winner in today's competitions. Victor Martinez argues that Wheeler's exceptional symmetry could outshine the mass-focused physiques prevalent now, citing Sean Roden's victory as evidence that symmetry can triumph over sheer size. That's the Sultan of Symmetry. The symmetry that Flex Wheeler would bring in right now compared to what the guys have now looking like blobs, he'd win. Victor Martinez. Arnold Schwarzenegger. While acknowledging Arnold's iconic status, Victor Martinez points out that his leg development might be insufficient by today's standards. He humorously suggests Arnold might not place but concedes that at his best, Arnold could achieve standing similar to the late Cedric McMillan. Marcus Rule, known for his massive size, Rule's muscle balance is identified as a weakness. Victor suggests that while Rule's sheer mass is impressive, competitors like Samson Dauda, who combine size with balanced aesthetics, might surpass him. Nonetheless, Rule could still secure a top 5 position. Dorian Yates. Reflecting on Yates' 1995 physique, Victor Martinez and Esson agree that his combination of mass and unparalleled conditioning could earn him a Mr. Olympia title today. They note that modern competitors often struggle to match Yates' level of with enough conditioning but not with that sick conditioning that Dorian had. Victor Martinez. Jay Cutler. Victor Martinez posits that while Cutler might not surpass current champion Samson Dauda, he would likely place in the top 3. Esson suggests a potential top 2 finish. Phil Heath. Both hosts concur that a prime Phil Heath would dominate the current scene, describing him as the closest to a perfect bodybuilder during his peak, making him virtually unbeatable. Greene. Victor Martinez and Esson agree that Greene's consistent conditioning and substantial size would make him a strong contender for the Mr. Olympia title today. They lament that, if not for Phil Heath's reign, Greene might have secured multiple championships. Nicotine, health benefits or risks? The discussion continues with fan responses regarding the health effects of nicotine, particularly in comparison to cigarettes. Some fans argue that nicotine alone offers health benefits, suggesting that while it's addictive, the harmful effects are primarily due to other substances in tobacco products. Notably, a message attributed to Danny Hester describes nicotine as a potent neurocognitive agent beneficial for brain function but cautions that its vasoconstrictive properties may hinder training performance. The hosts maintain a cautious stance. Victor Martinez acknowledges potential cognitive benefits but emphasizes that nicotine isn't inherently healthy. Vlad supports this by sharing his research, which found limited evidence supporting nicotine as a health-promoting substance. He points out that there are safer and more effective ways to enhance cognitive function without the associated risks of nicotine use. Addressing the elusive muscle pump in older athletes. A 72-year-old fitness enthusiast writes in, expressing frustration over the inability to achieve a muscle pump during workouts. Despite increasing his weight from 212 to 250 pounds and experimenting with various supplements and techniques, he hasn't experienced the desired pump for 2 years. Drawing from personal experience, Victor Martinez suggests that overtraining and insufficient recovery might be contributing factors. He recommends reducing training frequency to 4 days a week and incorporating vasodilators like Cialis or Viagra, as well as considering testosterone replacement therapy, TRT. Additionally, supplements such as arginine could be beneficial. Victor Martinez also advises focusing on slow repetitions, emphasizing the muscle contraction during warm-ups, and paying attention to the eccentric phase of movements. Proper nutrition, particularly adequate carbohydrate intake, is crucial for achieving a muscle pump. Esson raises concerns about older individuals using pre-workout supplements or medications like Viagra or Cialis, noting potential health risks, especially related to blood pressure and cardiovascular health. Pro card renewal, a comeback on the horizon? The conversation shifts to Lee Priest's recent renewal of his IFBB Pro card, following controversy over the 3-year rule for maintaining active status. Vlad expresses surprise, recalling Priest's previous ban from the IFBB Pro League. Victor Martinez speculates on the possibility of Priest's return to competition, suggesting he might participate in the Masters Olympia, either this year or next. They also discuss Priest's recent claim that, in his prime, he could secure a top 10 spot in the current Mr. Olympia lineup. Victor agrees, praising Priest's impressive size and mass, though he notes that conditioning was sometimes a challenge for him. He believes Priest's genetics could potentially place him in the top 6 or even top 4 among today's competitors.